Lord.
I just want to see if he's got any ambition whatsoever.
I mean, we already know that.
Well, I only know what he tells me.
Right, and that's... But you know what he does, too, though. Like that, he's told us a lot of things. He talks a big ambition game, but he doesn't do anything to...
He's not even here. We don't have to
Listen,
go over this.
I would. No, we're not. I was simply asking if Bill had heard from him from Mexico and I hadn't or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I would never suggest that anyone on vacation call in.
Do your work.
Right,
That's
but
how
he
this
volunteered
works.
it. Yeah, he volunteered.
No,
to
I
do
know
it.
he did. I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to text him and go, "Hey, are you going to do this?" You know, I'll plan for it.
Okay.
And if he calls and says, "Hey, I'm going to do it," beautiful, good.
Would you like a 90-second version of the Cod Pass ready just in case?
I would not.
I'll give you all the fish news.
No.
Okay. Just so you know, there's some big things happening in the fish world.
And frankly, Mary just, I hope I'm not pulling the curtain back too far on this. Mary just finished a lengthy bit of litigation with another Cod Pass podcast.
It's ridiculous.
Very much in the same as Guardians v. Guardians here in Cleveland, Ohio. She just, boy, you wouldn't think. Granted, what do they say? There's 10 new podcasts launched every half second. But I certainly wouldn't have thought there would have been two competing fishing podcasts, both called the Cod Pass.
Well, I came out on top of this like whole scenario because I kind of lucked out. The hosts of the other Cod Pass podcast were fish, so they had trouble, stating their case, and nobody could really understand what they were saying. So I kind of won.
I don't believe you, Mary. I
You don't believe me? You don't believe that a fish took me to trial?
No, I don't believe that you won your lawsuit against two fish.
I didn't even tell you what kind of fish they were.
What kind of fish were they?
What kind of fish do you think are the dumbest?
Minnow?
Yep.
Hey, look at that. All right. Minnow.
They said, wait a minute.
They couldn't even finish a 3-hour tour.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm glad that all worked out.
Well, their problem was that they hired a goldfish as their lawyer, and those things have a 3-second attention span, so couldn't
I
even...
heard that that's not true, by the way.
Well, this lawyer fish was awful, so...
So it had nothing to do with the fact that he was a goldfish, just that he had really, really bad retention.
Maybe I was stereotyping him. That's
I
probably
think
on
you
me.
were.
That's
yes.
probably on me.
I know. Short attention span is one of the most cruel and unusual punishments that you can level against a goldfish. Is Babe Winkleman still a thing or alive? /alive? Anybody remember Babe Winkleman? When I was a kid growing up, they had Good Fishing with Babe Winkleman. This was a syndicated fishing show, and because we didn't have cable, we only got all 3 networks, and we got a fuzzy station from like Madison or something, right? And they would have Babe Winkleman's Good Fishing. And I couldn't give a whit about fishing, but boy, I was transfixed.
There's still
by
like
this show.
Saturday morning shows on non-cable TV where it's like a guy just out. I don't know if it's Babe Winkleman, but it's just like dudes out there fishing.
Oh, I'm sure there's a million
like
fishing
river,
shows. Yeah. But he's the one I remember. Babe Winkleman is still alive.
I'm more of a Bassmasters kind of guy.
Bassmasters.
I like
right?
River Monsters. That is a cable show. But.
Corey has a show on the weekends called Bassmasters, and I'll tell you what, there's not as much fishing. There's a lot more rocking. It's worth looking into.
He's on the phone. I was going to say, did he get sued by Bassmasters?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
It's pronounced bass. Thank you.
Thank you. He's like reeling up Ibanez and, Babe Winkleman is 72 years old. He started syndicating Good Fishing internationally in the 80s. So you're a guy, again, if you can't be the best, be first, right? You go, guys, I've got a fishing program, and I think we can take this worldwide. And they go, yeah, crazy Babe, whatever his real name was, Donald. You're crazy, Donald. And he goes, no, I'm gonna do this fishing show. I loved watching it, boy.
He's been big time in the Cod Pass for years now. I've been trying to get him. He's a slippery fella.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. So it's apparent. Yeah, I guess it's still out there. I mean, maybe I'll go back and watch some old Babe Winkleman episodes. Because he was bigger than just fishing, He was like the guy doing that. So he was on Married with Children a bunch of times, and he was on the old Donnie and Marie show, and, he's like, hey, Babe Winkleman's here, and he was synonymous with fish. You think fish are synonymous with fish. Babe Winkleman was a human more synonymous with fish than fish themselves.
Well, I've heard of fish. I've never heard of Babe Winkleman till
Well,
today.
you can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, if you listen to is it true, Corey, by the way, I mentioned it, but you were on the phone. Is it true that you've got a weekend show called Bass Masters? Isn't that your...
You know what? It's something that I'm working on. I'm really pitching it up high, but if you want to think of a
Kinda
master of the
not-
bass, I don't think you should look much further, correct? Isn't that right, Jason? Let's do this. Bass Master Saturday night.
Bass Masters Saturday night with Corey Roddick.
You really want to pitch it up high if it's a bass show?
Oh, you know what?
Pitch it down low.
I'll give it the low ball.
There you go.
If you listen to the show on iHeartRadio from outside the Buckeye State, tell me where you do that. AJ, by the way. AJ is a new bureau chief in Cumming, Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's in the greater, the Atlanta metropolitan area is huge. It's very spread out. And Cumming is way out there. But I think it's still part of the Atlanta metropolitan area. Erica listens in Florence, South Carolina. Brittany's in Cape Coral, Florida. Josh is in Binghamton, New York. And Ray, I was thinking of Ray this morning. Ray is our bureau chief in Vancouver, up in British Columbia. And because of a series of floods and mudslides, Vancouver is now completely cut off from the rest of Canada by road. You cannot drive from Vancouver, British Columbia to anywhere else in Canada by road, by car or truck.
Can you drive there by water?
You can't drive there by water. You would have to go into America and then back around, except the trouble is, with COVID restrictions, who knows if you could get back into Canada. Flooding and mudslides closed most routes between the coast and British Columbia over the past 24 hours, but the back route through Whistler was open for a little while, but that is gone too. Mudslide took that out as well. The only way to drive between the coast and the rest of Canada is through the United States, through Washington State. And
Is that why they opened the border up?
You'd need a COVID test
To get back in.
to re-enter Canada.
Like, I've
if you're
been here
Canadian.
for 7 minutes. I haven't gotten out of my car.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But this is like Kelowna area. Remember Erica would talk about she dated a guy in Kelowna, British Columbia?
Yes.
Like she went on a bus to meet him or something? Right? Wasn't that her story?
She did something like that.
Yeah, she took a Greyhound to meet some Canadian kid she met on MySpace.
Although,
So I was thinking, Ray is, I believe Ray is our only bureau chief in Vancouver, so I hope he's doing it right. Actually, if you're in Canada, you're probably happy that there's in no way the rest of Canada can get to you, but, I don't know.
it seems like an excuse a girlfriend would give for not wanting to do. She's like, I'm sorry, a mudslide took out my back route. I can't.
Listen,
Not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah, no.
honey, the bridge is washed out. Don't even try it.
Hey,
Do
just
not enter mudslides.
come around through America, and we'll see. We'll see
That's
how
right.
we feel.
Washington State. Alan, I met Babe Winkleman at a fishing expo. I got to go to a fishing expo.
No,
Do
you
you?
don't.
Well, I feel like it would expose me to
To
a
what?
to a portion of my audience that I'm not normally exposed to.
You want to set up an Alan Cox Show booth?
No, I
at
didn't say
the-
set up a booth. I mean, I should go to a fishing expo.
Why not?
And like, what are you gonna do? No one's gonna know who you are there.
That's even better.
So what are you
I'm not
gonna
going
do
there.
there?
Huh?
What are you gonna do there?
Immerse myself in the majesty and mystique of a fishing expo. Why
Okay.
not?
Oh, so this is just you're gonna attend as a guest. You're not gonna go as Alan Cox.
Well, I'm still me. I would buy a ticket and go to a. What's the hard part of what?
Since when?
What's
you
happening
said-
here?
Because you said that it'll expose you to your guests, to your audience. So I thought that meant you were gonna be like Alan Cox's fishing expo.
No,
like,
no.
No.
Just that I would be immersed in a section of our audience that I might not normally be. A lot of red flannel and a lot of
But you don't
talk
even-
about lures and things. But I like learning things I don't know anything about. My dad took me fishing maybe twice. My dad wasn't like a big outdoorsman. That's fine. I mean, we were city folk. But, I mean, the couple times we went, it was certainly serene.
Fishing's fun.
Yeah, he had a tackle box. I remember that. But
Kinda
I
like-
don't know anything about it.
Like standing around in the heat. If I enjoy fishing because I'm happy to be in the sun, no matter if I'm catching anything or not. It does, I feel like, get boring if you're out there for like 2 hours and nothing happens.
Well, plus there's so many gadgets. Like, I've gone ice fishing more times than I've gone actual fishing.
Is that a euphemism?
No! No, it's not. No, because I lived in Michigan for a while, and I lived in Pennsylvania, and whatever. So you have people that have these depth finders and saws and things. So you end up going along for the ride, and then you find yourself, in a shack ice fishing. Nevertheless, it's fun.
Ice fishing?
Well, the people who want to make a whole weekend out of it, that's a whole other thing. But, to get out there and have a little bit of fun, what's the matter with that?
Dude, go to a fishing expo.
I know Bill's an indoor guy.
Very much.
And so
I have a lake right there. If I need a fish, there's places that sell them. I don't need to put a string in the water to get one. Just not a good time to me.
People don't go fishing to survive.
Some do. Listen.
I don't think
okay,
that
fine.
they do.
So everybody's calling me AC Crappie Catcher. The point is, it's fun. Alan Babe Winkleman should have snagged a decent accountant because he filed for bankruptcy in 2020. Well, hopefully he's got a little nut saved up. I don't know. I met him at a fishing expo.
2020, it doesn't sound like he's... Yeah, it sounds like he needs to kind of rebrand and bring his Babe Winkleman show into the 21st century and get people
Stream
excited
it.
about it again. Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah. Stream it, yeah.
Yeah. He signed the back of my lure package. Babe Winkleman, take kids fishing, keep them off drugs. That's a lot to write. Just
On a
sign your
lure
name.
packet.
On a
nonetheless.
packet of lures.
I'd probably have more fun fishing if I was on drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Cocaine?
What kind of drugs are conducive to fishing?
Marijuana? Cocaine? I think anything.
Yeah, probably.
Anything
Cocaine? No, I don't know about cocaine.
Cocaine,
Pot.
you got to do too much.
Then I'll do some bare hand fishing.
You won't catch anything. You'll be too clunky.
He's going to be out there like a grizzly, sticking his
Yeah.
head in the water.
That's right.
Bill just puts one arm, it comes out with a fish.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Just hyper focused on the fish as they go by, and then I just reach in and grab it.
I don't think so. I don't think you're that powerful on cocaine.
Let's find out.
I'm not being
Let's
powerful.
fill him full of cocaine and throw him
this
out
is
into
what
the
More
we're
lake.
powerful than a fish.
No, fish are fast.
Fish are very fast. Not about
Right.
power, it's about speed.
Yeah,
Right.
and agility.
Speed. Maybe speed is what you need.
Well, cocaine's kind of that same
So
upper.
you already said that when the Browns win the Super Bowl, you're going to smoke crack. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make Bill smoke crack and then immediately make him go fishing.
Hear that,
No,
Kevin
no, no.
Stefanski? Now you've got the
If I'm smoking crack,
inspiration
that's
you
for
need.
fun. That's not. I don't want to. Then also have to go fishing. I'm
Fine,
partying
polar
that
blast
night.
punishment.
To
Right?
smoke crack?
To
To do
drugs.
coke and then fish with his hands.
What a
Raise his hand.
punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Polar blast punishment.
Meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl. 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 Cocaine,
Well, it might be something to consider, though. You get out there on the
cocaine.
SS Squire and see what happens, right?
Very clever. SS Squire.
Now, they have a church in Cumming, Georgia. It's called the Cumming First United Methodist. I got it. Thank you. I got it.
Not called coming and going.
Yeah!
Sending you home.
Yeah! Hey, Bill. Not the Bill in the room, the Bill on the phone.
Hi, Alan.
Hi.
If you're into fishing, go out to YouTube and Google Fishing with Louisa.
Yeah.
Louiza.
Fishing
You'll become a
with
fisherman overnight.
Louisa. Fishing with Louisa and Huntress Jen?
Louisa, Luiza.
Yeah, Louisa Barros. Okay. Well, okay, so she's a hot chick that puts a pole in the water and then, yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not poles in the water.
Well, I mean,
There are so many other places.
I was going to say, you get a hot chick to do anything and you're going to be a fan.
She's a very good fisherwoman.
A
I
fisher
can tell by the way
person?
she's
Fisher person.
in this thong, shaking her ass as she reels it in.
Well, she's certainly dressed for
Yeah.
it. I mean, you want to let's look at some eye candy or something. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a, if you will, deep dive on this girl, Bill.
Very good, sir.
All right. Thank you. There's Bill with a quality fishing tip, Fishing with Louisa on YouTube.
I like that he said, if you want to get into fishing, go to YouTube and Google fishing with Louisa. I was like,
I know what he means. I figured it out.
oh,
I'm
so
speaking his
okay.
language.
She's just in a hot. She always
just
has
a
her
hot
butt
girl.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have her getting in and out of the boat in slow motion, so it's not so
They know what
much
they're
about.
doing, yeah.
They know what they're doing. It's not so much about fishing. Fishing is kind of tertiary when it comes to this. She's yes,
And she really when she's reeling this in, you see another guy doing it, and he's just da-da-da-da, and she's pumping her whole body.
Yeah,
as she's doing
she's, putting her
really
hips
gotta
into
get this
it.
going.
yeah. It's the guy's probably her boyfriend. He's like, well, let's not do OnlyFans. Let's do YouTube.
You know what though?
fishing.
If anything can make OnlyFans look classy, it's YouTube,
Good for her.
right?
You find your thing, man. She might, maybe she grew up on fishing and then she got hot and she was like, I smell a.
I'm not gonna
Collab.
I'm not gonna hide this light under a bushel basket.
Yeah, I'm already bored with this.
I'm staring at her body. She's got a killer
She's
body,
got an
dude.
incredible body,
Her body
yeah.
is literally perfect.
Yeah.
This is like body goals for me. This is exactly what I want to look
Yeah,
like.
but she's got those tiny bolt-ons. That's no good.
No, not the boobs, but she's muscular but fit.
Well,
but she
she's
doesn't
fishing all
look-
day long.
Yeah.
She's scalloping under the water with her friends.
Is that how you
Just
get a
eating
butt?
that lean protein
That's
and
it.
fish.
That Mediterranean diet and fish.
Feta cheese in there, huh?
Alan, Bill needs to take acid before he goes fishing. Whatever he
no.
catches will look much cooler.
There you go.
I don't know if acid is a good fishing drug.
Hey, Tim. Oops, sorry. Hey, Tim.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just speaking on your subject you guys are talking about, did any of you ever see the episode of King of the Hill where Hank cops crack and uses it as fishing bait?
I have seen that, yes. Crack fishing.
That'd be fun. And I also want to tell Mary I love her and she inspires me to write comedy.
Aw, thanks. Keep going. You can do it.
You guys have a great day.
All right, good luck, Tim. Thank you, pal.
Gee, I am looking to buy. Are you Jack?
I got you, Jack, right here, Jack.
Well, as I was telling Ray, Jack, I've been thinking about trying something new.
What you need?
Well, I've always been a worm man, but Ray was telling me about your bait and...
Bait. You call it bait. I like that. What are you looking to spend?
Well, I got 20.
20 get you all the bait you need, Jack. Rock on.
Huh. Freshness jars. Sure don't get that at Megalo Mart.
Hey, you got crack rocks, freshness jars.
Just a second. How the heck does Jack fish with this stuff?
I like beer, Hank.
I wonder what would happen if you fished with crack.
I don't
It
think
would
you're catching
dissolve.
anything, yeah.
I don't think crack can get wet. Right?
Crack can get you wet.
309.
Yeah.
I'll jot it down. I'll decide later on.
You don't have to.
I'll decide
No,
later
you don't
on.
have to.
You know what I'm going to do?
Not.
Decide later on. I have got to take a break here. I will have Magic of Lights passes for you when we return. It's a carload, so put everybody in the car. Magic of Lights at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. It opens Thanksgiving Eve and goes into first couple days of January. So you know what that's about. They got the mile-long holiday lights display, and it's a lot of fun. So pass for you for that after the break, and then 3:30 next keyword. Chance for you to win $1,000 and go fund yourself.